Imagine walking into a crowded dance hall in New York City in the 1950s. The room is full of energy. People from different backgrounds, Puerto Rican, Cuban, African American, and more. They're all dancing together. The band is playing fast, rhythmic music, and at the center of it is a musician striking a set of shiny drums with incredible speed and precision. That musician is Tito Puente, often called El Rey, or the King of Latin music. Today, we're going to explore who Tito Puente was, what he contributed to music, and how we can recognize his unique musical style. Tito Puente was born in New York City to Puerto Rican parents, which means his identity was shaped by both his family's cultural heritage and the diverse environment of the city. This is important because his music reflects a blend or hybridity of different musical traditions. He didn't just play one type of music. He helped bring together Afro-Cuban rhythms, jazz, and popular dance music into something new and exciting. This blending of cultures is a key idea in Latin music, and Puente is one of the best examples of it. One of Puente's most important contributions was his mastery of an instrument called the timbales. Timbales are a set of shallow drums often played with sticks, and they are central to many Latin music styles. But Puente didn't just play the timbales, he made them a lead instrument. Instead of staying in the background, his percussion playing became the focus of the performance. He used fast rhythms, dramatic accents, and showmanship to capture the audience's attention. This helped change how percussion was viewed in popular music. Another key part of Puente's style is his connection to genres like salsa and Latin jazz. Salsa is a genre of dance music that developed in New York City in the 1960s and 1970s, rooted in early Afro-Cuban musical traditions such as son, mambo, and cha-cha-cha, and shaped by Caribbean Latino communities in the United States. It reflects both cultural continuity and innovation, combining established rhythm patterns with new arrangements and influences. Latin jazz, on the other hand, blends jazz improvisation with Latin rhythms. Puente was a leader in both of these styles. He had a big band, which means a large ensemble with instruments like trumpets, trombones, saxophones, piano, bass, and percussion, of course. His arrangements were complex, meaning he carefully organized how each instrument played together to create a full, layered sound. To really understand Puente's influence, we need to look at one of his most famous songs, Oye Como Va. This song is one of the most well-known Latin tunes in the world. The title means "listen to how it goes," which is fitting because the song is all about rhythm and groove. When you listen to it, you'll notice a steady beat, repeated patterns, and a strong sense of movement that makes you want to dance. Oye Como Va is a great example of how Puente combined different musical elements. The song is based on a Cuban dance style called the cha-cha-cha, but Puente added elements of mambo and jazz. This blending creates a unique sound that is both traditional and modern. The rhythm section, including instruments like congas, bongos, and of course the timbales, created a layered texture. Each instrument plays a different pattern, but they all fit together like pieces to a puzzle. One important musical concept in this style is syncopation, which means placing accents on unexpected parts of the beat. Instead of always emphasizing the main beat, the music surprises you by stressing the offbeats. This creates a feeling of excitement and movement. Puente used syncopation throughout his music to make it more engaging and danceable. Another characteristic of Puente's style is the use of ostinatos, which are riffs that are repeated over and over again. These repeating rhythms help create a groove that listeners can follow. In Oye Como Va, you'll hear a repeating melody played by instruments like the flute and the piano, while the percussion keeps the rhythm going underneath. This layering of parts is a key feature of Latin music. Now here's something that is important to understand. Even though Puente composed Oye Como Va, another artist helped make it famous to a wider audience. That artist is Carlos Santana. In the 1970s, Santana created a rock version of the song that became a huge hit. However, it's important to remember that Puente wrote the original. This is a common misconception that Santana created the song, but in reality, he adapted it into a different style of music. This brings us to another key idea: musical influence and transmission. Music doesn't stay the same. It changes as it moves between people, places, and cultures. Puente's version of Oye Como Va reflects Latin dance traditions, while Santana's version blends those traditions with rock music. Both versions are important, and together they show how music can evolve over time. Puente's influence goes beyond just one song. He played a major role in popularizing Latin music in the United States, especially in places like the Palladium Ballroom in New York City. This venue was a center for mambo dancing and brought together people from different cultural backgrounds. Music wasn't just entertainment. It was a way for people to connect, express their identities, and build community. Now let's go a little bit deeper. Why does Puente matter when we talk about music and identity? The answer has to do with how his music reflects cultural exchange. He was not from Cuba, but he played Cuban-influenced music. He lived in the United States, but his music connected to Latin American traditions. This shows that identity is not just about where you are from. It's also about the influences you experience and how you express them. Puente's music also helped shape later genres, especially salsa. As salsa developed in New York, it became associated with a pan-Latino identity, meaning a shared cultural identity across different Latin American communities. Puente's earlier work helped lay the foundation for this movement. Another important aspect of his style is performance energy. Puente was known for his showmanship, his ability to entertain an audience. He didn't just play music, he performed it with excitement and charisma. This made his concerts memorable and helped attract new listeners to Latin music. To summarize, Tito Puente was a groundbreaking musician who helped shape Latin music in the United States and beyond. He brought percussion to the forefront, blended multiple musical traditions, and created songs that are still influential today. His work shows how music can reflect identity, culture, and connection across different communities. As you continue learning, listen carefully to the music. Try to identify the instruments, the rhythms, and the overall style. The more you listen, the more you'll be able to recognize the unique sound of Tito Puente and understand why he is considered El Rey of Latin music.